A while ago, I started building a 2D roguelike called Emergence. Emergence is set in a cyberpunk world where you're a newly awakened artificial intelligence entity working through a digital world where each level is one machine on a network, and your ultimate goal is to get to the router and escape to the internet before you are detected and destroyed. The game was going well and had some really cool features like being able to destroy most of the game world and advanced artificial intelligence, but performance was becoming an issue, and I wanted to be able to port it from JavaScript and Angular to Unity for better performance and an opportunity to have better graphics and a better user experience. I didn't know how to take a code-heavy game and move it to an environment like Unity, which is largely component-based. So I waited and thought, and eventually I decided that what Emergence and Unity really wanted to be was a third-person action game. And so here is Emergence in its 3D form. It's very rough, not a lot of detail, not a lot of lighting, but you can control your camera and your character the way you would in most third-person games. It was actually the same level that we just saw in the 2D tutorial overlay, but a 3D imagining of it. This is where your character selection would go, and at the end here we have these two yellow computer cores where if you capture those, it'll open the firewall at the end. You'll be able to move on to the next level. You do that 5 times in progressively harder stages and you'll win the game. As you can see, we kind of have some color grading going on where it gets darker near the end. That's really just a systems test for the effects, and it's lighter here as you enter this color zone. It's so we can kind of give different areas a different feel. Mobility is very important, so I wanted to get high jumps and running and etc. in early on. There's still some flight and work that I'm going to be doing coming up soon. I've also been working on some of the combat systems. As you can see, you can fire some lasers or projectile weapons and just destroy bits of the world like you could before. There's also some interesting bugs still to be worked out, but that's to be expected, especially early on. Worked quite a bit to get a nice digital dissolve effect on the various pieces of the world. But my end goal is that almost everything in the world will be something that you can destroy. Major exceptions are going to be the floor, like the bottom of the world, and some of the things that absolutely have to be there, like the system cores, etc. But I want the world to reflect damage, and even damage to be a mechanic that you can use to progress through the game and control things. Now, obviously, things aren't going to be that happy with you if you start blowing up their world, and the system might start to come after you and send some actors your way. Next update, I hope to have a demo of combat and enemies and maybe a bit more refinement. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.